Hello, all my water signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. This, of course, is for all my Cancer signs, my Scorpios, my Pisces, no matter where you have it in your chart. We're going to be zeroing in on the week of October 31st to November 7th. Of course, if you're coming across this outside of that time frame, I would still watch the video because your intuition brought you here for a reason, and I'm sure there's messages there. But if you are watching this between October 31st and November 7th, the big day, if I want to mention anyway, is November 4th, which is the Scorpio new moon. So some beautiful transformational energy that's coming in for that Scorpio, and the new moon is the restarting of new things. So beautiful new transformation and energy coming in. I did create individual videos for each zodiac sign for that new moon, and I'll have it linked at the end of the video if you want to check that out. All right. But for this week, for our water signs, I'm going to pull a card here from this Cosmic Journey Oracle, and we're just going to see, Creator, what would you like our water signs to know for this week, please? All right. Here we go. You've got card number 20. Out of the mess comes elegant order. I love that. God bless this mess, right? And card number 20, it says, everything looks messy in the middle. If you knew that, you would be more allowing of the messes that show up. The universe is always seeking order and novelty at the same time. The novelty creates new ideas, pathways, and variations. The order creates coherence and consistency. Realize the chaos, the confusion, the turmoil are exactly what's needed now. Otherwise, you'd come to the exact same thought that thousands of others have had before you. Nobody thinks they want a mess, but what if that is necessary to create something bigger and grander? Baking is full of broken eggs and spilled flour, but then the alchemical process turns our mess into a delicious cake. Cake. Don't sweep the mess under the rug. Embrace, acknowledge, and appreciate each one. It's reassuring to know that there are no more breakthroughs without breakdowns. You cannot clean up a mess. It has to be reconceived, transformed, and transcended into another elevated creation. I love it. And the cosmic catalyst question is, what are the ways I can fully appreciate my biggest so-called mess right now? And the cosmic checkbox is, list all the messes in your life along with 3 ways you appreciate each one. I love that. It's a beautiful exercise. I might do that myself. I do have a lot of water in my chart, so I think you're going to do that little process. So definitely understanding that everything in our life happens on purpose for a purpose. It's a beautiful message. I'm going to also pull some cards here from the Everyday Tarot. We're just going to see what else the Creator would like us to know about this week. All right. So that is the first one there. What else, Creator, would you like our water signs to know about this week? Okay, we want that one. And those 2 and that one. Okay, what else? Okay. Anything else? Okay, last pass. Make it really obvious if there is one. Okay. All right. Got the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Pentacles are our outside world, right? And so the Pentacles, with this being the Ace, is about new possibilities, new opportunities coming up. And I love that. I feel like this is really with this card here, where it's like the approach, the perception that you have of things. You no longer are looking at, these things that aren't working out well as destructive things. You're looking at it as bringing you new possibilities. When you hit a wall, then it's to go around that wall to take you to a new place. So, it's like the creator bumping you in directions by, no, don't go over there. And then you head there and like, oh, don't go over there. Yep, there you go. There you go. Oh, no, don't go over there. It's the walls are happening on purpose for you. And so you're not looking at it as the ending of something. You're looking at it's the beginning of something else instead. Yeah. And you have the Four of Pentacles. And the 4 is a very stable number. So you're having this week a reinforcement of your, I want to say your stability, your knowing that you're going to have everything that you need in front of you. You can have these pentacles at the feet and think, okay, this is what the world thinks you should have, or all these thoughts of the mind, all this logic. But I love how the heart is kind of like the bigger pentacle, and what they're holding dearly there. And you're really connecting to your heart and understanding where your worth really comes from. And it's like this journey of this mess is that you're not defining yourself by, quote, failures, by the messes in your life, but that you're looking at those as beautiful building blocks that have built this solid foundation, that you know what you want by experiencing what you don't want, but you also have grown and become the person you are today because of all the messes, so don't believe those stories. And if people are like, you're a hot mess, you're not. Yeah. You're like, oh crap, no. This is the 3 of Swords. I call this the expectations card. And swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mentalities, your mindsets, and it's those that pierce your heart. The world doesn't hurt you. People don't hurt you. Situations don't hurt you. It's your thought and your belief and your story you put around the situation that hurts you. And so this is that awareness that comes that, all that pain and all the mess I thought I had was because I thought and believed it. People have told you, throughout your life that situation is supposed to hurt you and that's what it means about you. But now you're like, wait a minute, does it? And so you realize that if I chose that situation hurt me, I can also choose that it doesn't hurt me. And that's what comes with that. Beautiful. And you have the Justice card. Here's her Ace of Swords. She balances the thoughts of the physical world with the thoughts, the capital T truths of the spiritual world. So she is so perfect to come in here for this 3 of Swords, because with that Ace of Swords, she cuts through those beliefs and those thoughts about everything we were talking about, that these things that we've been taught and told are supposed to devastate us, these things that are supposed to pierce my heart and make me fear, that you get to understand that there's something more. There's a design of things. You're not on this drama train that's out of control, about to jump the tracks and dramatically fly off into a gorge and explode. It's about that life happens on purpose for a purpose, and everything you felt happened for a reason. Eggs do need to be broken for something to grow, and a heart needs to feel like it can be broken to understand that you can control that heartbreak later in life, that I don't have to be heartbroken, but experiencing those fears and experiencing the disappointment of expectations, you understand more fully who you really are as you connect to your higher self. And you have the 6 of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles, again, here's that weighing out of things, right? Again, a lot of this balancing of things, understanding. I love this because they show a shadow side and a brighter side, that you get to choose what anything means in your life. The 6 of Pentacles is about this balancing of giving and taking, giving and receiving in life, and that you don't have to be the one that is pouring out everything out into the world. These expectations teach you that you have to sacrifice yourself and you have to give until you're exhausted and you still don't get anything back. That will make you feel whole and complete. It makes you feel empty. The 6 of Pentacles a lot for me is like the codependency card too, which teaches us that When you feel that you're only worth something when you have to give, you become exhausted, you become resentful. The other people tend to go outside of your friendship or relationship because you won't allow them to give to you, because in your mind that means you're weak and not needed, and you fear that they will leave you for someone else because they don't need you. And so there's this beautiful awareness that comes in that really comes from this foundation of finding your wholeness and completeness from within you, allows you to give freely instead of giving with expectation of getting something, some sort of validation of your worth back. You find your worth from within, from your heart, from the knowledge that the creator of all things, the mother and father of all things, loves you unconditionally, and you let that become your foundation. You fill up with that love, and then it overflows out to the world. So instead of giving people this love, this conditional love that has expectations attached to it about your worth and validation, you fill up wholly and completely, and everyone just gets the delicious, sweet love that flows out to them, to the world. Then you have the Chariot. Beautiful card. This is your power of choice card. So you get to choose what anything means to you, regardless of what circumstances, what fated events come across in your life to you, in your life that come across your path, that you realize that you get to choose if it's happening to you or if it's happening for you. You are the one that gets to choose what story you apply to any situation. Is it going to be one of the shadowy side of fear and heaviness, or is it going to be of unconditional love, victimized by the world and that life is happening to you, or that life is unfolding beautifully for you to show you and teach you so many things? This is that victory card. This is this power of choice card that allows you to see that you are the one that controls whatever story. All these expectations of popular opinions on what something should mean doesn't mean that you have to choose that. You can, and experience, those heavy emotions, feeling, victimized, feeling like life is happening to you, feeling all those painful emotions of fear. There's no judgment with that. We come here to experience that. But when you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, just know you have this power of choice, this way of looking at things from a different perspective, not looking at it as a mess, but looking at it as a beautiful process of creation instead. Yeah. Because wands is your energy, your drive, your ambition. You feel exhausted. You feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you are so ready to let that go. 10 is endings and new beginnings. You are ready to let all that burden go. The burden of but the burden that you believe that you are responsible for everyone else's emotions and happiness. You can give someone the world and they could still choose to be unhappy. True, right? So it's time to all that energy that you're investing, trying to make the whole world happy. You're going to bring all that back, bring that happiness into you, fill you up, and allow yourself to feel joy. And that fills up, and then everyone else gets that overflow. And they get to choose what they do with that overflow too. It has nothing to do with you. And you have that permission to withdraw all that energy because really, like I was talking about before, the bitter tasting energy that you're giving people with those expectations doesn't make them happy anyway. What makes all of us happy is unconditional love. And when you fill up with unconditional love and it flows out to the world, it reminds them of the unconditional love that they can find inside themselves. Beautiful. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from The Universe Has Your Back, because they do. And we'll see what your final message for this week is, all my water signs. All right, Creator, what's your final message for our water signs for this week, please? Okay. I feel like it's that one right there. Beautiful butterfly, I surrender to a power greater than me. Yes, surrender all that control just focus on your own love, fill that up, and then let everyone else have control back of their own journey. Hand back over your little sheriff's badge to the universe and go, you know what? I think you have this. I think you have this handled. I don't think you need my help. I'm just going to focus on loving myself and letting that love flow out to the world. And that's beautiful. Yeah, because I love the butterfly. You know, when the butterfly is in the cocoon and it's all liquefied, the caterpillar's all liquefied, you're like, oh my gosh, what a mess. But it comes out an elegant, beautiful creature. I love it. All right, all my water signs, just know as you're going throughout each and every day of every moment of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And there's nothing that you can do to ever, ever lose that. I'm going to leave the reading there. Just know that in addition to these weekly update readings, I also do a monthly reading for each zodiac sign and like new moon, full moon readings and a variety of other different readings. So if you don't want to miss out on those, if you haven't done so already, just click on the subscribe button down below. And that is going to make this little notification bell pop up. And if you click on that, then you'll be notified when those new readings come out. So it's easy breezy. All right. Know that I also love you dearly, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.